What if the world's favorite underdog, Izuku Midoriya, had a different quirk? How would that change his journey, his relationships, and his role as the future symbol of peace? Today, we're diving deep into the world of My Hero Academia to explore the fascinating possibilities. But before we start, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our anime deep dives. Hey there, fellow anime enthusiasts. Today, we're imagining an alternate universe where Izuku Midoriya wasn't given the quirk one for all by All Might. Instead, we'll explore what might happen if Deku had a different quirk altogether. Now, this isn't just about a simple swap, it's about how this change would ripple through the entire story of My Hero Academia. Let's get started. Imagine this, instead of inheriting one for all, what if Izuku Midoriya was born with a completely unique quirk? Let's say, for instance, that his quirk is something we'll call Kinetic Rewind. This quirk would allow him to rewind the kinetic energy of any object or person, effectively undoing any movement or action within a short time frame. It's like having a mini time rewind, but only for physical actions. Pretty cool, right? Now, think about how this would have changed Midoriya's early years. As a quirkless child, Izuku's journey was defined by his struggle to achieve greatness in a world where he had no power. But with Kinetic Rewind, that narrative would be entirely different. Instead of being bullied for being quirkless, he might have been feared or ostracized because of his unusual ability. After all, a quirk that can undo someone's actions could be seen as a threat. So how would this quirk have affected major events in the series? Let's start with the UA entrance exam. In the original timeline, Midoriya uses One for All for the first time to save Ochako Uraraka from the massive 0-point robot, shattering his bones in the process. But if he had Kinetic Rewind, things would play out very differently. Picture this. The robot charges at Uraraka, but instead of a desperate punch, Midoriya uses Kinetic Rewind to reverse the robot's movements, stopping it in its tracks without causing any damage. He wouldn't earn points through sheer power, but rather through clever use of his ability, showcasing his strategic thinking, something we know Deku excels at. But would that be enough to pass the exam? The judges might be impressed by his quirk's uniqueness, but they could also be skeptical of its practicality in a combat-heavy profession. Next, let's consider how Kinetic Rewind would influence Deku's relationships, especially with Katsuki Bakugo and All Might. We all know that Bakugo's dynamic with Midoriya is heavily influenced by the latter's underdog status. But if Deku had such a powerful and unique quirk from the beginning, Bakugo might have viewed him more as a rival than a weakling. This could lead to a relationship defined by competition rather than the bullying we initially see. And what about All Might? The bond between them is deeply rooted in Deku's quirkless origins and his innate heroism. With Kinetic Rewind, All Might have still seen potential in Midoriya, but the nature of their mentorship would be different. Instead of focusing on mastering overwhelming power, their training might center around control, strategy, and the ethical use of such a potentially game-changing quirk. So, what would the world of My Hero Academia look like if Izuku Midoriya had Kinetic Rewind instead of One for All? He'd be a very different hero, navigating unique challenges and forging new paths. His journey might not have the same raw emotional impact as the original, but it would still be a compelling story of growth, resilience, and heroism. What do you think? Would Midoriya still rise to become the symbol of peace with this new quirk? Or would the challenges be too great? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to hear your theories. And if you enjoyed this alternate universe dive, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming.